Levi Whitney here with Uphill Cinema. Today we're gonna do a lighting breakdown of a project I did just a little bit ago, and it's very, very simple. No lights are needed, so let's dive right into it. Okay, so let's take a look at this project that I worked on just a while ago, and we'll break it down.
I'm thankful for the great outdoors because I get to see things that a lot of people probably don't get to see in their life.
Good snow days where I can enjoy the POW.
Losing myself.
And disconnect from the world.
For the snow that will hopefully fall soon.
Puts me in a new place of peace and sincerity.
Okay, so to get the technical stuff out of the way, I took a screenshot, a photo of the setup that I used. Let's try to make this as quick as possible because this part doesn't matter so much, but I always get this asked. So right here is the Sony A7Sii, and it did have the firmware update, so we did shoot the whole thing in RAW. I don't always, I actually rarely shoot in RAW, and it's on this articulating arm here, recording out to the Odyssey Q7 Plus. So we didn't even have a memory card. I very rarely use a memory card on this camera when I'm using it. So this is the Zacuto Gradical HD. It was shot at 85mm at 1.4, and we utilized the heck out of the ND filter. So that's your technical on what we shot with. Of course, it's on the Miller tripod. You'll never see me without one of those. So what you'll see here is literally as simple as you can get in the ways of lighting. It is a 4x4 floppy by Matthews on a Matthews Century stand, and a 4x4 full silk on Matthews C stand as well. So it's really that simple. So if you're not familiar with the 4x4 floppy, or just the terminology of a floppy, what it is, it's a 4x4 48x48 black duvetine fabric that's in a stainless steel frame. Most of them are on a frame like this, and it has another piece of duvetine same size that is velcroed and then stitched here at the bottom to the other piece. So all around the edges it's velcroed, but it's stitched on the bottom, so it makes a nice seam right here across the bottom. Okay, and when you rip right here and right here, and I think right here and right here, I'm not positive, I always just rip, pull from the top, it hangs down, so you get double the length. And yeah, you get double wow, you get double the length on the flag. And so what you can do though is you can lay that flag out like this, and so that pin, this junior pin right here, can be attached to a C stand or any type of gripping equipment, and C stand comes down, you know, here, and you can put your talent right here. Look how amazing an artist I am here. Awesome little feet here, and and you get a nice negative fill that wraps around the talent, and you'll see that right here. So you have this awesome screen grab here of the talent, and you're seeing that negative fill right here coming in. And then you're seeing the key blasting in here, and you know, it's very rapid. It's very symmetrical. I wanted to face them a little more in this direction, you know, to turn, but we couldn't because down here is literally a cliff. So what I like about this look is you always seem to get this nice ping of light right there. It's just always looks so good. And if you have this, I didn't have this on me at the time, you can get a bead board or some type of bounce, and you can catch a little more in their eyes. That's one thing I would have added if we had the time. So here's the breakdown of this. So you had your actor, the camera, 4x4 floppy on the top and on the side of them, and then your 4x4 silk. And that's what you're seeing right here, and that will give you the result of this right here. Hopefully that was informative, and it kind of showed you that you don't always need a ton of equipment to get a beautiful looking soft light. Just shape the existing light around you, and this is a typical way that I like to light, especially when it comes to these hard sunlight, you know, hard sunlight. That was right overhead. The sun was coming right overhead. It was 12 o'clock, so, and it turned out beautiful. You could never really tell. So I appreciate your support. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and yeah, stay tuned for next week for more gear reviews, tips and tricks, and film theory. Thanks.